Hello, everyone. We are back. Yes, we are back. Sorry for the very, very late. I want to say late, or at least nothing last week. I apologize for that. I know you guys were all bummed that we weren't here on the air with you last week, but I had something going on that I couldn't have time to make a. I guess you can say make a thing. So I do got some breaking news too as well, and hopefully y'all will like it. My co-host will be joining us next week's show. So that's very exciting. I was with him yesterday. And he said that he will be joining next week. So that is awesome. So that means so much for my face the last couple weeks. Now you got myself and then my co-host, or not really co-host, but my other host too as well. So it's not just going to be me every week. So I'm excited for that. But let's do a deep dive into the Marvel Underground, guys. First of all, welcome back to the Underground. I did miss all y'all. So let's get it started. Now, obviously, WandaVision had episode 3 last week, and then episode 4 that just launched Friday. So I am going to break down both episodes, starting with episode 3, where Wanda and Vision are going to be parents of 2 wonderful children, twins, and we get a very special episode that features Monica Rambeau. That's also in it, but as a different name. I can't remember her name off my head right now. But she was the most in the episode. It was white. It was in color this time around, so it was kind of interesting that they switched it all up. But we are excited that Wanda has kids, twin kids. But the one thing that kind of set her off was that when Monica Rambeau's character mentioned Petro, whatever you want to call it, and Ultron, because that kind of triggered Wanda and kind of saying, how do you know that? That's kind of a question saying, interesting. So that kind of ends that episode. I'm just kind of just recapped it, really. Nothing too fancy there. Now, episode 4, that just dropped, was very interesting because it basically made us wonder what is going on with WandaVision. So it kind of gave us a little time set of what was going on. So in the beginning of it, you see Wu that we've seen in previous movies, Wanda, or Ant-Man and the Wasp, if y'all have not seen that, and then we had Captain Rambeau, but there's a little twist. Not really a twist, but in the beginning of the episode, you see her coming back from Ash. Yes, guys. This set the tone on where this show is in. So this happens after when when the Hulk snapped everyone back to reality. So they were in the episode starts where you see the pile of ash. You see ash, right? There's an ash bringing back to Monica Rambeau, Captain Monica Rambeau, right? So and she was in the hospital where her mom was at, right? So apparently her mom was suffering from cancer and had surgery. But during that point, everyone that disappeared was coming back. So it was a whole frank, crazy situation that's happening right now. That was happening at that time. So then realizing that Monica Rambeau's mom passed away of cancer because the cancer came back. And yes, guys, cancer sucks. But anyway, so then you got to explore Sword. Now we get to experience Sword for the first time and stuff like that. So technically they had a Captain Marvel reference, remind you, Captain Marvel reference in it, okay? And I don't know, they didn't really know, they only said they said space, they said people who allies in space, so that was Captain Marvel reference. I already just mentioned that, so I apologize if I repeat myself. So for those who don't, obviously, I don't know, people who don't know what Sword is, it kind of pointed it out. So I am going to let you know what Sword stands for. So stands for is the Sentient Weapon. Sorry if I got that name wrong. I apologize. Sentient Weapon Observation Response Division. So basically what that is basically the space version of S.H.I.E.L.D., but also it has a kind of like a headquarters, stuff like that too. But in the episode, they were building a rocket ship, so maybe they were saying that they will be bringing their normal space, their space operation, or their HQ is the space operation in space. So, which is kind of cool on that one. But besides the fact that, besides that, they go into the Westview, New Jersey, because she got assigned to Westview, right? So then you understand why because she was in the episode. We just didn't know she was in that episode, in those first two episodes, right? Or first couple episodes that we've seen. So then we realized that Westview was not just came on the scene. And the people who are in there were kind of not really brainwashed, but they're casted to be these characters in this reality show that Wanda is putting on, and the Vision. But we'll get back into the Vision very shortly because there's a very clue to that. So whatever, you figure out that Woo, as the episode goes on, you see Darcy from the Thor series and stuff like that. So she's all intelligent now because of Jane Foster's and Eric Selvig's thing on astrophysicists, you know. So she's trying to do some research, and then she finds out that it's a TV show and there's a barrier, whatever. So they're setting drones in and stuff like that, yada, 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 yada. Okay, we get the picture here. And then it kind of ties into episode 2 where you see the guy from the sewer comes up, is part of the Sword. So that's kind of quite of an interesting scenario that is actually going on. But besides the fact that it actually was kind of a weird episode. Not really a weird episode, but it kind of explains what's going on, you know? And then at the end of the episode, it's Rambeau coming back, gets blasted from it, and then it gets on Wanda, and then she's freaking out because she doesn't know what's going on or what's happening. And then when she looks over at Vision, Vision's dead, half dead right now, or was dead, or whenever you see him with the white eyes when Thanos took the stone out. And the brought him back to reality after that. But she's like, oh my god, ah! But yes. So anyway, but no, that was supposed to be a 35-minute film, or not film, but episode. It didn't seem like a 25 or like a 35-minute episode. It really felt like it was like a 25-minute episode because like half of it is all just credits and half of it's all just the Marvel thing, which is okay, which is fine. But they're leaving cliffhangers because I have no idea what's going on in episode 5 next week, what could happen in episode 5 and whatnot. But evidence did tell me or showed that this series happened after Endgame and before Spider-Man Far From Home. So could that be tied in to part of next part of the timeline? We don't know. But give me your thoughts on the WandaVision episode. See what you guys think of it. The episode 3 and 4, and I will reply to you guys to see what I feel about it as well. Also, we are going to go into another deep dive into things here with my fun little adventure to the Henry Ford exhibit, the Marvel exhibit, the Midwest premiere exhibit of the Marvel Universe. Not really the Marvel Universe, but Marvel itself. And I went with a few friends of mine, and wow, that was a very fun trip. Now, I did get a lot of photos. I did post some of them on my Instagram at Marvel Underground, so make sure you guys check that out. Got some cool photos. I did buy some flowers and put flowers on T'Challa's where T'Challa's costume set is. So actually, it was really funny because when I was given the flower, people were asking my friends and I, "Oh, you guys dropped flowers? You guys dropped flowers?" Because I had flowers in my hand, at the museum. I'm like, no, it's it's there for a reason. And obviously, it didn't click that Chadwick Boseman passed away back last year, and he was the role of T'Challa. So that was kind of a really funny thing. That was kind of cool. But anyway, when you first walk into the exhibit, they give you like a 5-minute introduction of the Marvel comics and stuff like that. So that was kind of really cool. I kind of really enjoyed that part. But then they kind of give you a freelance look, like you take a look, take your time, take pictures and whatnot. So it was really cool. You got to see all the old comic books. They had a whole hall of Stan Lee cameos, which was fantastic. And then you kind of look at the how they made the comics, how they made the characters, the costume sets from each movie that came out. It was kind of cool that in the Spider-Man exhibit they had the the Homecoming suit, and then they brought in the Goblin apparel, the helmet, and then the bombs. Or the Goblin bombs, whatever you want to call those pumpkin bombs, whatever. There, and then they had the Falcon, or not the Falcon, but the Vulture's helmet too, as well, from the current Spider-Man timeline. That was kind of cool. And then they go into Tony Stark, and they kind of had like all of his Mark 1s and 2s and whatever much he has there, and other than that, and then you do like a kind of like a and then you kind of it's like a little virtual Iron Man. You can be like a virtual Iron Man, which is kind of cool. Jarvis is right there, stuff like that. And then they had the Thor. It had the Ant-Man. It had Nick Fury. It had the origins of Nick Fury on there, stuff like that. So it was actually really, really neat. And then they kind of, it was really neat. It was really cool. I was there. We were in there for an hour. because they had all the stuff from the Netflix series and stuff like that too. So it was kind of neat. They had the Spider-Man. What do they call it? The Spider-Man and the Spider-Verse. They had their exhibit there too as well. Can't forget Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange is awesome. Stuff like that. So that was a really cool experience to see, and it does go till the end of the month, so the 31st. So that's tomorrow, which is awesome because it's my birthday. Yeah, sorry guys, I just had to say that. But anyways, so that was a fun experience I ever had, and my friends ever had. So if it is definitely in if there's in your area, I recommend I recommend you go to it because it's just phenomenal. It is awesome, and it's worth the money. It's worth the money to go to. I've enjoyed it. My friends enjoyed it, and I'm sure everyone else that came from the Midwest premiere for it enjoyed it too as well. So it was kind of cool. All right, so let's get into this deep dive, more into depth with this Chris Evans situation here. I understand that that I did a couple weeks ago talk about the new signing of contract of Chris Evans being Captain America once again. So there are a few things that were interesting with Captain America. So let's start off with that his new contract has an option for 3 more projects. So the question is, what would that entail? Now, a lot of speculation is that we are going to have, and we're going to be excited about, because we've been talking this for years, he's going to be Captain Hydra in some kind of reality, and will maybe show up in Doctor Strange, into the multiverse of Doctor Strange. So we might actually get that. Or he'll be like an old man Cap, and really be an old man Cap, and like maybe a Captain America 4, the last hurrah, where he will be old and then somehow he'll be reborn to be his normal self, before he goes back in time. Or we're going to get what do you want to call it? A Captain America into back in time, where he's returning all those Infinity Stones, and then we'll get to see him face to face once again with his old nemesis, Red Skull, there in Vormir. So everyone's speculating about that. We don't know what it is. Two rumors that's going around. Also, maybe Evil Cap 2 fighting Sam Wilson's MCU Cap. So we could be getting an Evil Cap versus a current Cap. That would be awesome too. But we really don't know what is going to be entailed here in this scenario. But it's good that there's speculations on what's going to happen with his contract and all of that fun little stuff that is actually going on with Chris Evans' contract dispute. And it's going to be fantastic, depending on where he shows up at. We just don't know. And it's kind of cool that he's back, but in a secret role, because Marvel is super secret. Now, another order of business is, what do we have today? Sorry, guys, I'm flipping through. Okay, so we do have some breaking. We do also have some more breaking news too with the MCU 2020 films. Thor: Love and Thunder is now currently has begun shooting in Australia. Jamie Alexander as Lady Sif is returning too, so she is back, and Michael B. Jordan is now returning into Black Panther 2. Now, how will he be in the next Black Panther film if he's already dead? If he's dead, how will they revive him? Maybe it's just a little cameo of him in the last one, or they're gonna try to, or they saved him and they try to revive him to be maybe the next king of Wakanda, or I don't know. I think Shuri's gonna be the queen of Wakanda. Who knows? But I think that's kind of cool. So that's some more of the breaking news here. Sorry, I'm just kind of going through the flow here. I have a prep show sheet that I'm looking at right now. Also, too, that I found today or this week is Shield is now a part of the government for real, which I saw that on one of them, on one of the not really thing, but on one of the pages I follow, and it's a real program in the United States and Canada. Like, obviously, Shield is actually obviously the Marvel thing, you know, like it's one a fictional thing, you know, it's whatever, it's not going to happen. But yet again, it's now a thing. And I'm telling you what, this is really freaking sweet. Because if it is, guys, director of S.H.I.E.L.D., sign me up. Because I am down to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. We all want to be a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. And how cool is that? That the S.H.I.E.L.D. is a part of the government now, and you're going to get people to flock into the Strategic Homeland Interventional. Now I can't even remember. I can't even see what it is, but Enforcement Logistics Division. You know, sorry, I typed up my tongue here. So, but they actually changed it up. Actually, it's actually now Strategic Homeland Integrated Ecosystem for Layered Defense. Any thoughts on the name change? Now, I get it. I understand that the S.H.I.E.L.D. stands for Strategic Homeland Interventional Enforcement Logistics Division. But why would the government and the Canadian government change the standing for S.H.I.E.L.D. in the real world? Remember, in the real world, Strategic Homeland Integrated Ecosystem for Layered Defense. Now, I'm trying to understand what this is. Basically, it's monitoring potential air, land, or space threats to the country through real-time data analysis? That is very quite interesting. Sounds like a real S.H.I.E.L.D. thing in the Marvel universe. But hey, you know what? Still, sign me up. I'm still up for that. I'm still up for that. Being a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. Like, hey guys, what do you? Oh, I work for S.H.I.E.L.D. I work for S.H.I.E.L.D. No, you don't. Oh yeah, I work for the Strategic homeland, integrated ecosystem for layered defense. Huh? Yeah, it's not the shield that you know. It's a different kind of shield that kind of monitors potential land, air, or space-based threats to the two countries. So basically, it's basically, oh, look this, oh, look that. I'm not going to get in any names, but I don't want to get any harassment here. I don't want to do that. It's keeping it civil. I think it's kind of cool. What do you guys think on that? On that, guys? Comment below and give me your thoughts of, would you sign up for this real shield government department or whatever. So that was kind of cool. It was kind of like, hey, look, you know what? It's kind of cool. Like, to the point where it's like, do heroes actually exist? And what reality are we in? Just a thought. Anyway, so we're gonna be stepping away from there in a while. This is a good one. Disney Plus. Yes, guys, we all love Disney Plus. We all watch WandaVision on it. So, does anyone here, or anyone watching, watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I really cannot see any hands, but I'm thinking it. Yes, you do, because S.H.I.E.L.D. is the best show out there. Well, here you go, guys. It ended in season 7 last year, 2020. And Disney Plus wants to bring it back because of the success of what it has. And really, to be honest, I think they really should bring it back, because everything's all intertwined together, but they haven't really made anything to make things intertwine together, And it could be a different reality. It could be in a different universe. Heck, Coulson can just show up out of nowhere. Hey guys, I'm alive. Hey, hey, hey. Or you got Daisy Johnson. I'm an Inhuman, baby. You can't. I'm Quake. Like this could be a potential way to segue in the Inhumans in the world. And it could be a segue in to Ms. Marvel, with Kamala Khan being an Inhuman. Marvel, you listening up? Disney Plus, you listening up? You need to get this revised, or not really revised, but get this relived, or whatever that old saying is. But do it at a right cost, and make sure that those actors want to do it again. Top of that, they kind of left us off as a little cliffhanger in season 7, because they're all S.H.I.E.L.D. agents all over the world. One is a director, real director of S.H.I.E.L.D. We need to get this going, because this is going to be one heck of a show if they intertwine all these shows, or all these movies and stuff together, and make it all connected. Because it used to be, and now it's just like, here's connection line. Woo! Went all over the place. But hey, you know what? Let's hope and pray that it actually works, and we go from there. And then all that fun stuff that's happening. Hawkeye, the show Hawkeye. Everyone knows and loves our favorite Avenger, Hawkeye. Yes, I said our favorite Avenger because some of us are fans of Hawkeye, because his arrows are like good. He never misses, which is fantastic. So, anyways, so there's a TV show. If anyone knows the TV show of Hawkeye, right? So first of all, it was supposed to be a solo film for Hawkeye, but when he got into set, they changed it to be a limited series. which is okay with me. I would love to see a solo movie of Hawkeye. You know, whatever after and before Endgame. And why was he not in the Infinity War? Why was he not in Infinity War? Yes, they get the reason on house arrest because he was part of the Civil War and whatever. And you know what? I want to see that episode. That series is going to be really good. Kate Bishop's going to be really fantastic. Haley Steinfeld did her interview and press conference about that a couple weeks ago, and wow, just wow. She's excited for it. She was excited about being on set with Jeremy Renner, stuff like that. So it was kind of cool. So we are getting into that fun stuff. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna switch our gears to Hawkeye's favorite ally in the Black Widow. Now I'll say this: it's been about maybe a year, 1 year before 1 year since they're supposed to drop the Black Widow movie. Right? Am I right? You said May, March. So we're right about that year thing that they're supposed to release date. But COVID happened and we were on a pandemic and things were shutting and closing down. But we finally got a running time for Black Widow. Yes, guys, let's celebrate and let's cheer because we finally got the run time of Black Widow. Does anyone want to guess? I guess no one wants to guess because I don't have anyone on my chat right now watching this live. But anyways, I'm actually going to tell everyone this. I don't want to say type this, type that, or whatever. But here is the official running time of Black Widow. Can I get a drum roll? All right, here we go. It's 2 hours and 13 minutes. Yeah, there we go. There is that release date that is fantastic. Yes, can we get a hallelujah, 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 amen, praise the Lord, yeah, woo! The Marvel gods have finally gave us a release date, release time of the Black Widow, woo! Yeah, sorry guys, I'm kind of wearing my my Quantum Realm suit tonight, because just in case anything happens, I got my suit, and then I can go back in time and go shoot, shoot, da! Yeah, buddy. Anyways, yes, I'm trying to make this a little funny. I'm trying to make this comedic too as well. But anyway, so 2 hours and 13 minutes. Not bad of a runtime. The second longest runtime or not really second. Is it second, third? Whatever. It's one of the highest up there. And I think it's good that they're releasing they released the running time for this movie so that everyone can know how long this movie actually really is. This movie's been anticipated since 2019 at Comic-Con, and it was supposed to come out in 2020, and now it's supposed to come out this year. The one question is, though, they released the time, but here's the thing. There's no release date. Yes. Like I said, Whisper, there's no release date on this movie. So the question is, will we be getting this release date next week during Super Bowl Sunday? And there's going to be some kind of new trailer or something to say, boom, it's coming out on this date. Boom, it's coming out on this date or that date. Who knows? The question is, though, the real question is are we going to is Marvel going to spend this kind of money for the Super Bowl this year? Like they normally do a little trailer on the Super Bowl. My guess, maybe. Who knows what is going to happen during the Super Bowl with these weird times that we're in right now. A lot of these big name sponsors are dropping out. Don't want to do it this year because they don't want to spend the money. Which is good, which is fine. They're giving away they're giving away their money to charities for our frontline workers, which is good. So here are my predictions. I'm going to do my predictions, guys, for what's going to be coming out on Super Bowl Sunday. Yes, Super Bowl Sunday. So here we go. We are going to get a new trailer of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. A new trailer of Loki. The very first trailer of Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. And let's throw an in there because, hey, you know what's Marvel? Unexpectedly, Black Widow will be doing a trailer and then it'll be releasing its date. We'll be dropping its date. Yeah. Maybe we'll even get Internals. Trailer of Internals. Because Internals come out this year. Or maybe, just maybe, we start the anticipation of Spider-Man 3. Maybe we start the anticipation of that. Who knows? Like I said, comment down below on your predictions on when Black Widow will be released and your predictions on what Marvel ads will be in the big game on February 5th, I believe, 7th, 8th. Sorry, guys, I'm whatever you call it. I'm looking it up right now. Super Bowl on the 7th. So yes, on the February 7th. So yes, Super Bowl Sunday. Get those predictions in. Anyways, so obviously, before I close today, I know this has been a pretty big show. Normally, I'm done by now, but since I've been gone for a week now, there's more stuff to happen. So I'm apologize about that. I don't want to make you guys fall asleep on me. But I want to elaborate to see how everyone is doing on their challenge to watching 22 movies. Of phase 1, 2, and 3. Now, I will say this. I've had a few of my friends doing this challenge, and some of them are in phase 2. Some of them are just starting. And I've actually been doing the challenge too, because why not, right? I post a challenge. I expect to do my challenge. I expect someone else to do my challenge. So why not? Guys, I'm on phase 3. I'm starting on phase 3 right now with Civil War of Captain America. I'm rocking through all these movies right now. And I'm not rocking through all. I'm not gonna say I'm not rocking. I'm not saying I'm rocking through them. I guess you can say. I haven't watched. I've watched them on my own time. I don't do them every single day, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, day of the week. Okay, get it. I'll watch them when I come home from work, while I'm making dinner, or when I'm getting ready to go to sleep. I'll watch them. But yes, I am starting a phase 3. If anyone else is doing this challenge, please comment and below to see where you guys are at in the challenge, because I love to see your feedback on this challenge that I propose. Also, next week we'll be discussing episode 5 of WandaVision, and we get my my co-host. Yeah, woo! Yeah, I got my co-host. So you guys will be meeting my co-host. We'll be enjoying our co-host, and we'll be having a little bit of fun on here because once news breaks, guys, on any kind of Marvel stuff, we are your source. All right? So, until then, if you are not in the underground, then why are you here? Time for me to make some time to eat. Actually, no. Time for me to eat some chili.